All right, I was trying to share the music. It's not working. I don't know. I can hear music. Y'all can't hear music. It's fine. Um, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Anyways, today, I don't know why this camera is like zoomed in so much. Today I want to make like an app. I was thinking of having it be an app that I can put like, okay, here's the thing. What I want to make is something for our family to keep track of all the things that we need to keep track of. And I'm going to have a monitor on my wall. And I was thinking of having it be some kind of like, I don't know, either just a browser or maybe even like an Apple TV app. I don't even know if that's possible. I've never done this before. But I was thinking about that because then I could have like a monitor on the wall with an Apple TV attached to it that could maybe be controlled by your iPhone app remote to the Apple TV. It's kind of what I was thinking. Because the point is that we've got issues with trying to keep track of all the things. So let me create a folder and then I'm going to share my screen, family management app. And we're going to try to figure this out together because I don't know what I'm doing either. So I also don't even know what I want to share or like what I want to build. I'm also going to turn off. I'm going to do this. Actually, let me just stop my camera also. So then that way you can see, or I don't waste my bandwidth. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is just like create an outline of what it is that I'm trying to make. So there are like features that should be added. So things like, actually, you know what? I kind of want to do this in GitHub. Well, it's fine. We're here now. I don't want to overthink it. Every time I overthink it, it becomes a problem. So also, yeah, I don't know why the music's not working. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This might be helpful. Okay, how do I grab this? Maybe if I go to Twitch and grab it. It's really annoying that the music doesn't work. Let me try to grab and let me like mute myself. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Apple TV and tvOS docs. Perfect. Oh, I love this. Okay. Client server apps, make it easier to create client server apps whose primary purpose is to stream media, use web technologies. So it's not going to be streaming media, but I feel like that could still work. Like it could still be fine. I do need to figure out this music thing. Maybe if I don't know. Anyways, okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, well let's go back and figure out what the features should be. So the features for this app are going to be like just basic. So there's two types of schedules. There's schedule of like the norm. So this is things like like weekly doctor appointments. For example, I go to physical therapy twice a week. There's like therapy appointments, I guess. And other normal things are grocery shopping, Um, basically away from the house stuff. And then there's the like one-off. And these are more along the lines of um, like, I don't know, special shopping trips, e.g., like hardware store or visiting people, etc. Norm is also things like, well, okay, then there's also chores, which might be norm, but it's things like taking trash to the corner. It's like a 30-minute activity here. Um, like laundry, cleaning bathrooms, etc. There's also lists. So for lists, there's things like there's like weekly lists. So that's things like food. I'm gonna put weekly, but maybe it's like, yeah, okay. Like toilet paper, I don't know, etc. There's subscription ones. This is like Blue Apron. We'd use Grove. And then there's also projects. So these are like building projects that require like specific trips. And then there's the like backfill, I'll call it. I don't even know why I'm putting these in quotes, but backfill is things like I don't know, things that we rarely use. So filters for air purifiers. Um, what else? So things like chores, grocery shopping are like to-do lists. Yeah, exactly. But so they are like to-do lists, but it's like I kind of, so my goal, okay, so my goal is that when we wake up in the morning, so actually I should write these things down, because there's going to be some other features as well. There's going to be information, and this is going to be things like um, pet information, like medications, procedures, food, birthdays, etc. And then there's going to be human information, which is like birthdays, medications, etc. And then there's also like vehicle information. So like when something like registration, um, license plate numbers, etc. Uh, so let's write some goals down. So the goals of this is basically a one-stop shop for your day, kind of. So the idea is like wake up, look at what needs to be done that day, have a minute, look, or like have 10 minutes at what could be done. I also want to do some like basic tracking. So health tracking. So things like I'm doing this Copilot app for exercise. And I also am doing like PT, and I'm also doing, I don't know, I don't really want to put meal planning in there, but that could be something. But also tracking learning. So for Ayla, um, learning things. Uh, tracking like big projects. So we're going to be building a house and a mother-in-law unit, and we have a bunch of other side projects. We want to do like the garden houses. I don't know, like the river. We're doing some projects down at the river, things like that. So a mix of Google Calendar and OneNote. Yeah, Google Calendar and OneNote. See, we use Google Calendar heavily in our family, and we just kind of like invite everyone to it. But the challenge is my whole family is neurodivergent also. So sometimes people forget to add things to the calendar, or they forget to um, like accept an invitation, or they forget to send it out to everybody. And could be a problem here as well. But what I'm hoping is that the benefit of checking this every day will allow us to take a moment in the morning to like create or like to decide what we're going to be doing for that day. Um, and not have to have one person kind of telling the other person, and also to elevate out the like hidden work people are doing, not just me as the woman or the mother or whatever, but like my husband Adrian, he does a lot of hidden work when it comes to like the permitting and all that kind of stuff. So and maybe to gamify it, so gamification, help with neurodivergence, help with like uh, sustainability of good habits, things like that. And yeah, I gotta like, okay. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking before I really start to build, I do like, so I'm going to put this in some resources, and I'm probably going to just make this an open source project eventually, but Apple TV app. But for now, since I already opened this, I want to not get into my head about all of the things that I could be doing and instead just kind of focus on what I am doing today. I don't need it to be perfect. This is just a project that we're working on together. So, okay. So it seems like that is a good kind of step. So what I would really actually like to do is maybe open up Figma or something. And I don't really need it to be collaborative, but let's sign up. I'll just do it with Google. It's fine. All right. So what I'm thinking is like, what if we did something like, okay. So it's been a while since I used Figma also. So let me, I need, what do I need? Don't I need to like, this is a page. Okay. Oops. How do I delete you? Okay. So what I'm thinking is what would be useful, and maybe what I'll do is just start designing out like my day. Also, child is here, and I may have to step away like right now. So what I'm going to do right now is reshare my music. There, you can listen to my Epidemic Sounds music for a moment, and I need to go check on Ava. It'll just take a minute. Okay, I am back. Maybe I'm back. Am I back? Let me check my audio. Okay, it says I'm back. Perfect. So let me stop sharing my screen and reshare it for all of it. Okay, cool. I am back. Perfect. For some reason, my music seems to have stopped on my end. I don't know why, but it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking of doing something where maybe I kind of just plan out. I'm not really thinking about this professionally or anything. So okay. So this is what I'm thinking. The best experiences that I have had with designing something is when we think about how people will actually use it first. So if I'm thinking about like, I wake up in the morning, what do I need to know? So maybe we'll put in some like nice big rectangle, and we'll say like first thing in the morning. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's make this rectangle a bit smaller because I didn't realize how like zoomed out I was. So, where are you? Come here, little text. All right. So, first thing in the morning, what are things that I need to know and what are things that I need to do? So, let's see. One thing is um, like a basic schedule for the day for each person. Maybe even like a basic schedule for the day for the house. I'm kind of thinking like maybe there are colors associated with people, and then there's like the schedule for the house, and then like people get assigned to certain tasks or something. So knowing if we are use cases first. Yes, exactly. Um, I say for the house because there are things that like anybody could do, and really we're trying to optimize the state of the house. And I think that by optimizing the state of the house, so I kind of like that as, optimize the state of the house. Because what I'm thinking is that if we optimize the state of the house, that will lead to freedom for people. Like if the house is taken care of, generally speaking, then we are all able to take care of ourselves, if that makes any sense. So, um, basic schedule for the house, maybe with like assigned tasks for each person, maybe like a color, maybe an icon, maybe an avatar, something like that. One of the reasons I was thinking like Apple TV, iOS is because we also all have, or at least me and my mom wear Apple Watches, which could be helpful. But we all also have iPhones, so it could be easy to just like send a little ping reminder to people as they're, like getting up for the day, or if they forgot that a task needs to be done. So basic schedule for the day for each person, basic schedule for the day for the house, and maybe instead of assigned. So these are what we kind of see. So actually, let me put like information seen here. And then maybe these are like activities that we do. So let me take this out. And then I want to put in like actions taken. So for actions taken, this is where I think we could do something like assign tasks for each person, maybe like tasks. Sometimes we wake up and we're like, oh no, I just really don't want to do that today. And yeah, I just wanted to highlight this use cases first for sure. Assign tasks for each person, reorder tasks, reorder slash remove slash add tasks. I think also maybe like no, I think that's probably good enough. Oh, it's 11:11, make a wish. Okay, my wish is made. Um, uh, okay, so how would this affect our morning though? I feel like for example, one thing that I noticed this morning is that Ayla and I woke up and we did our normal morning thing. So we, went to the bathroom, we brushed our teeth, we did our hair, we got well kind of dressed. We're having a lounge day, so it's not that big a deal. We came into the kitchen, we took our vitamins and our meds, and we made breakfast and we had breakfast. Adrian, on the other hand, woke up and started doing yoga. And so there were some like minor tasks that needed to be done that didn't get done first. Um, so my question is like when we first wake up, do we want to deal with a schedule first, or do we want to deal with kind of like an hour of do whatever you want, or just kind of like wake yourself up? So I'm going to add in a section in here called like open questions. And we're gonna say these are like, um, is it like mentally healthy for us to look at this first, or should we wake up first? Because I think that's a really real concern for me, at least, is like, I don't want to wake up and start stressing out about stuff, but I also don't want it to all of a sudden be 10 a.m. and there's a bunch of stuff that we didn't stress out about. So maybe should there be a deadline for the above actions? So maybe it's like by 10 a.m. you have to have done this. I'm going to take a bite of this cinnamon roll real quick. Okay. So I kind of like this as our first thing in the morning. Like, what do we want to do every morning? Now I'm thinking we do maybe like I'm assuming I can just group these. Perfect. Now let's rename this group morning. So now I want to do a like last thing at night. Last thing at night. Okay. Last thing at night. And then actually, I think I'm going to probably have one like after work. Okay. So last thing at night. Maybe we still have, should I just copy this? Can I duplicate this? Okay. Let's rename this one night. Okay. Last thing at night. I think it should be like information seen. I kind of want to say like state of the person, state, and state of the house. And so this really means like, was there something person didn't get? And the reason I have that is because there are times when like somebody didn't exercise and that creates just a cranky person, or the next day or like that night they don't sleep well. And I feel like this kind of data is important because it helps us prioritize things in the future. I know I'm particularly bad about this. Like, I know that if I don't eat eggs or some kind of protein in the morning, I get super cranky by like noon. And like even if I eat something else, like I need to eat some kind of protein. And so that kind of information is something I learned over a long time. But if maybe I could start incorporating that little by little, we can start to prioritize like, no, it's very important that I do this. And then state for the house, similarly, I feel like if we were expecting something to be done and it wasn't, like that might throw things off in the future. I also feel like maybe basic schedule for the next day and maybe how it might be changing based on today. And I think the actions will be to assign or like to move tasks based on today, move tasks, move unfinished tasks to another day. For tomorrow, and maybe like do a daily personal check-in, maybe. Similarly, should there be a deadline for the above actions? And it's mentally healthy for us to look at this right before bed. Okay. So I think I kind of like that for our, yeah, state. Let me add a clarification there. Can I just, I want to like add in its own little box over here. So state, there can be the house, and this is typically or like tasks that were done, not done. But for people, this would be more like, how are you feeling, or like, what were you missing from today? All right. Oops. I do not want you to be all wonked out. Can you just be not? Here, scale? No, no. Okay. I don't know why you want to be all wonked out. Don't know why this happened, but it's fine. Just do that. Click on you. Come on, text. Okay. And then let's just grab this little arrow. Okay. I know Figma can be much better than this with like actually clicking on things, but for now we're just going to do this because again, I don't want to overthink it. Okay. So now I can just, oops. Can I bring this, and let's bring you down here, and let's bring you, come on arrow, here, and let's go ahead and bring you into there. Perfect. Okay. So now we've got, okay. So these are the basics of things. Yeah, text is fun. I think the next thing that I want to do is like similar thing, but so actually let me bring you over here. Let's go ahead and zoom out. I think next thing that we're going to do is a after, or like, 5 o'clock kind of deal. So let's rename this one like early evening. And we're going to say starting at 4 p.m. So this is going to be the maybe like just the tasks that still need to be done for People House. And maybe some, like this would be a good time to do like a more detailed evening schedule or something like that. I don't know. So for here, again, like I think, I think the action to take here is prioritize tasks based on available time and energy, which implies the kind of reorder, blah, blah, blah. And actually, maybe this would be a time to add, remove tasks for tomorrow based on how today went. So this is like a quick add remove. I'm thinking here is kind of like a Okay, I didn't end up getting that done, or that took longer than expected. I need to update that. So maybe I'll just say quick update before you kind of forget. And then the nighttime one we can do like more detailed. I don't think I have these. I do think still maybe there should be a deadline for this, but mostly just so that we can kind of separate out the day. Okay, so for me, it seems like there are a couple of things here that I want to highlight that I think are important. So one is this idea of a deadline seems to be a good way of making sure that we don't like compound all of these tasks and information into something that feels rushed. So I think that like I am basically just building this for my family, but if I can share it with other people, that's great. So as of right now, I'm making an assumption. So I'm going to write that over here. My assumption is that specific time deadlines for each day will yield better results and less stress. Okay, that is an assumption I'm making. And based on that assumption, like a technical piece is like I will need some kind of variable to guide. I always do that. I put a Q instead of a G. The like schedule based on these deadlines. Okay. Another thing that I just thought of are integrations. So one thing is like I definitely want to integrate with a Google Calendar. That's the calendar that my family uses. Are there others? I definitely want to integrate, if possible, with like iOS, phone, watch for notifications and quick like check off of tasks. I want to integrate with potentially Apple TV or just like a browser, like just make this like a web app for displaying on monitor in-house. Oh, I would like to integrate with Philips Hue if possible, because we also have, like, I would like this to kind of be a command center for our home. We use the Philips Hue, and then we use the Nest for cameras and lights. So maybe this would be for proactively and automatically turning lights on, off. And these are kind of like more nice to have, so maybe I'll put them into something else for proactively and automatically turning cameras and thermostat on, off, on, off. Okay. What else do I want to integrate with? Oh, vehicles. Also, like gas. I don't necessarily need to know exactly how many gallons are left in my tank, but if I have to get gas, it's a very different experience than if I just have to run to the store. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Okay. Other integrations, maybe with like AnyList, which is the app that we use to track shopping lists. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am thinking of using a GitHub project. And then let me open up Twitch and grab these. APIs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This one, what did I just grab? Google Calendar. I have learned through my ADHD that many tabs ends up making me freak out, and it's much better for me to have them. Why do I always put API? It's much better for me to do something like this, and then once I am actually figuring out what I'm doing, then I can switch over. Okay. Okay. Yes, I do want to do that. So one thing that I want to do is move this over to GitHub, and we'll probably do that before I end this stream, which I'll probably end in about 30 minutes, just so I can go engage with my child a little bit. Okay, so right, what other integrations am I thinking? And we don't have to integrate with AnyList. It could, or create own version. AnyList is a great app, but it's also just like this very simplified like shopping list that you can share with people. So this is AnyList. And actually, do they have, I don't know if they have any way of integrating things. But anyways, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, so features. I also would like some features related to, oh, and sorry, I should take this off now. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, they do have iOS widgets though. Okay, that could work. That could totally work. Can you grab it, love? Love cake, please. Perfect. Let me just edit this one then. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Other things that I would like to do is like, okay, this is tricky. I guess it would technically just be projects, but I would, okay, I know this kind of sounds silly, but like, I would like to have the ability to just say like, give me an idea, whether that idea is related to food or a project or something to do with Ayla, like give me an idea. And so what this means is like, based on what food ingredients I have, what can I make? Based on what Ayla has been doing, what projects, activities should we do? Based on how we've been physically feeling, what exercise? I don't know, things like that. Based on random things around the house, what projects should we do? And like, I don't know. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Maybe also, you know, it would be kind of cool too. This is getting way scope creep, but kind of this idea of like, are there, well, no. I was thinking like winding down activities, but let's leave that off for now. Okay, so a schedule, that seems fairly simple. Lists seem fairly simple. So one thing that is missing here is like, I'm about to start an activity. What should I know about this? So it's less of the give me an idea and more of the like, so I like prep for next like activity. And so what I mean by this is like, if I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, example, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's. Are there packages I need to take to the post office? Like, I don't want to have to remember that. I just want to like tell this app, I'm going to Trader Joe's, and then have all of the little things that come over to or like that are on the way to Trader Joe's, like, are there little things that I can do? So maybe I can put in like how long I have and like all of that because we live about an hour, hour and a half away from town. And so it's just much easier to kind of group all of those things together. Okay, I like this. I like this. The Meal DB API. Ooh, awesome. API. Oh, cool. So you can like search meals by name, meals by first letter, by ID, look up a single random meal. Okay, I like this. This is awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Let me add this into here. What can I make? A meal API. Okay. Perfect. So now we've got those. Trying to think if there's anything else. Okay. So I actually started to do this a long time ago, and the way that I did this was um also so like things are very much related to dates. So another thing that I might want to do is have um like what is that one called? Project management app. There was this one that I really liked. Maybe it wasn't Monday. What was the app that I used to use? I mean, I'm sure lots of these do all the same things, but okay. Let me know when you're done. I grab it. You can do it, baby. Come on, love cake. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna help the child. All right, here we go. So, yes, it was Trello. Thank you. Trello is the one that I liked. So, what I liked about Trello is that, so I mean, it had this, but the view that I really liked was this one. This view right here, where it showed how long things were and how like cards had everything you need. I mean, basically, I could just use a Trello board for this, but not really because I want it to be more interactive. Um, and not something that I'm like constantly managing necessarily. Um, but this idea of like that a card could contain additional information. So the idea of um, so technical um, features is that like um, you can dig deeper for information. And I like this idea for a couple of reasons. I really love the idea of going really wild with this, like literally having tracking, um, or like let's say information. I mean, is this really maybe it's lists. Well, okay, let's just call it information, like clothes, for example, sizes, items, etc. Um, uh, like things like so when I'm at the store and I just want to know, oh my God, look, there's this really cool winter jacket for Ayla, but I don't know if she already has one like this or if it's too small or what size I should get her, like all of that kind of thing. So human information is like sizes, but also like the actual clothing and like what we have, shoes. I always end up buying like the same thing 3 times because I forget if I actually got it or not. So I like the idea of being able to like dig deep, 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 deep. And if people don't want to put that information, that's fine. But so dig deeper for information. For things that take time, like displaying the time that things actually take. Um, this is both in like minutes, hours, days, weeks, etc. Like then that way, if you come in and say like, "Hey, I've got 10 minutes. What could I actually do?" It's not confusing. So, okay, there's that. Another thing that I would like to integrate with is weather because that affects whether or not we might want to do something. So if it's going to rain, we can't mow the lawn because it creates issues. So things like that. Um, oh, another 10 minutes and then school pickup duty. Nice. Enjoy. Thank you for all of the references. Um, so, okay. And I've got about 20 minutes left. But displaying the time things actually take. Other technical features are, I think that's kind of it. But like, yeah, I mean, notifications, uh, I don't know. Oh, costs. Like costs of things would be an example of dig for deeper information. So I'm going to put on here things like amounts, expiration dates, um, sizes. What was the one I just said? Um, I just said that. What did I just say? Oh my gosh. Um, amounts, expiration dates, sizes. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so oops, I scratched myself. All right, I like this idea, and I think for like an MVP, it would be something as simple as the schedule, and then we can add on, and then maybe like the profiles of like pets and humans. So let me just come down here and say like MVP, I think is going to be like a daily schedule, profile on people and humans, and then maybe starting to take an inventory of the house. And again, not everyone would have to do this, but I think it would be useful for our family. So if I can figure out the daily schedule, the profile on people and humans, which like could add to the daily schedule, and I'll start creating like a little outline of what that might look like, and then starting to take an inventory of the house, then I feel like we could start to get, you know, more detailed with things um like how often do these things get purchased or, you know, planned out, blah blah blah. Things like projects, we could add in like vehicle information and clothing and sizes. We could start doing some tracking of things, but I think the basic of like a daily schedule, profile on people and humans, um, and just kind of taking an inventory of the house where this is really the only actions that would be taken. And it would be along the lines of this. And then figuring out how this works with iPhones and Apple Watches and maybe an Apple TV. I feel like that's a good first step. So we've got about 10 minutes left, or sorry, 20 minutes left. So what I would like to do is, let me save this, basic family management app schedule. And then I'm going to share this with myself. Anyone with the link can view, copy link. And I'm just going to put it in here. Figma. Okay. And then what I think I'm going to do is create a GitHub project for this. So let me sign in. think I have 2FA on here. Let's do this. Okay. Let's go ahead and create a new repo. Take a bite of the cinnamon roll. Come on. Mm-hmm. Just call it that. We'll make it public. Oh, what license do I want to use again? I always forget which one. And I love this choosealicense.com. So maybe just MIT license is fine. Either MIT license or GNU. All right, I'll just do the GNU license. Perfect. Create a repository. Main is my main branch. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and just edit this really quickly. Family management app. And I'm basically going to copy all of this into here, but okay. So I'm looking to build an app that can be integrated with something on a monitor in my home, maybe Apple TV, and work with iPhone and Apple Watch. The goal of this app is to help my neurodivergent family of multiple generations keep track of ourselves, our homes, and our fur babies. Okay. Then we can view features to be added. I'm just going to sort this. Why do I do this right now? Because if I do not, then I'm afraid that I will forget where everything is. Information. Prep for next activity. Okay. Goals. Technical features. Assumptions. Now I have to go grab all of those other links again, which is obnoxious, but you know what? At least. Okay, so let's grab this Figma again, share, copy link. And then what are the other ones? The meal API, copy link URL. Where are you, meal API? Here you are. Okay. Also, this is going to be a lot of information. So I think rather than storing it in the app, I'd probably use something like 1Password and then kind of link to it. But we can worry about that later. So let me grab AnyList here. AnyList. She's And then copy link URL for Apple TV app. Google Calendar. I only got 10 minutes or 13 minutes left of this, by the way, for you. And then I'll be off.
I make the time so that he's done for the day. Everything else is extra.
Nice.
And I'll pause it 'cause it's important.
Oh, that's a good thing I should add to this. I'm doing a live stream on this app that I want to build for us, for our family. And one bit of information that you probably couldn't hear my mom just say is tracking health is also like maybe pet health, exercise minutes. Okay, so I think those are all of the links I had. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and just commit this directly to main. Let me check on. Have a good day. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I'm just going to make this in my description. And let's go ahead and open up a project. So let's add a project. Add a project. Go to your profile to create a new project. Okay. Oh, it's like projects. I don't know if I need that kind of project. I was thinking of just doing a project within the repo. I like that I can have a project that's across multiple repositories. Okay, I guess we'll just do it here. New project. Let's call this Family Management App MVP. I don't know how to spell this. Whatever. Divergent. What is it? Oh well. Okay. This project will track the MVP with. Just grab this. Daily schedule profile on people and start taking an inventory of the house. Okay. Let's do this one. We can make it public. And let's link this to Family Management App. Perfect. Okay. It's fine. I know. I know. Okay. So, I mean, honestly, it feels like the first thing that I'm going to be doing is like if my MVP is just kind of this daily schedule, then probably the first thing I need to do is like design a simple schedule like view. So let's go ahead and grab this one. Like, let's just start with the morning. I don't know if you heard my dog just snore. The simple schedule view should have house schedule, person schedule, the ability to check off tasks, assign duration of tasks, ability to assign time to tasks or like deadline to tasks. Ability to assign people to tasks. Okay. I like that. And integration with Google Calendar. Okay, so simple schedule view. And I think we'll start with just a daily schedule. Okay, labels. Need to edit my labels. I'll do that later. Let's go ahead and add this to this project and submit a new pull request. Okay. I'll go edit my labels in a bit, but so far, this is what we've got. And in our projects view, we can see, so does it not like show, where's my project then? Go to your projects. Okay, but I don't know if I love this. It's like, why can't I see my project in my GitHub repo? I don't love this. Can I do it from here? I really don't love this. Okay, so if I wanted to come here, do I create a new project here? Across repositories, multiple views. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I don't love this. Okay, I see what they're going for here. I don't need that though. Okay, so I really just want to create a project from here. I think this is what I was supposed to do. And then this one, I can just get rid of. So let me copy this. Close. Put this over here. Delete. Oh, I didn't mean to delete that whole thing. To do. Newly added, reopen. Oh, cancel. Okay. Create column. Okay. So now I've got my project here. Let me go ahead and add this description. Save. And then we'll manually add this one. Okay, so I need to design that, and that's what we can start with next time, is designing out that simple view that's got just kind of like a house schedule, ability to check things off, blah, blah, blah. So for our page 2, this will be our simple schedule view. And a couple of things that we might need are house schedule, person schedule, duration, deadline, assign people and check off tasks. Assign people, check off tasks. Okay. So that's going to be what the basics of things, the basics that I need. I'm going to use a circle to indicate like objects that I'll need. So people will be objects. Let's call this person. And then the person object will have probably like a list of tasks. We'll have a schedule. That's the basics. Okay, those are the basics of it. Let me group, copy, paste. And then like a task will have a description, a duration, a deadline, and a assignee, or we'll just say a person. And then we can also have a schedule, which will have a person, and I think house is just going to be a person. Well, no, house has to be a location. Person or location. Date, list of tasks. Okay, so maybe we have also a location. And so maybe these two are like a subclass of because eventually they'll also have state. I mean, we can add that in now and just make it something simple. Okay, so location, this isn't location, this is like noun. Okay, so it's going to look something like this, and then that's going to be kind of how they interact. Awesome. So I'm going to save this. This is going to be our basic interaction. So let me save or share this page. I don't think this saves. Okay, whatever. Simple schedule view. Copy linked page. That's what I wanted. So in here, I can go ahead and open up this issue. And I'll just say began outlining the class structure for this simple view in Figma here. And we'll go ahead and do that. And do that. Oops. That. Comment. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's pretty much what I have today. Thanks for joining, and I'll come up with a schedule for this type of thing, and then we'll keep building it. But if you're not already subscribed to YouTube or Twitch, you could do that, or just follow me on Twitter. I don't think I even posted this on Twitter, but yeah. So thanks all for joining me. Talk to you soon.